what's going on, guys? So, in celebration of my year anniversary of owning my 328i, I'm just going to do a quick run through of the costs of maintenance that I've put into the car for this year. So I have a little spreadsheet here. You can see so far I've spent in the year that I've had this car $3,300. And that sounds like a lot, but a lot of this is just typical maintenance that you're going to need to perform and pay for when you buy a higher mileage car, especially a higher mileage BMW. So if you see here, I bought my car with 104,000 miles. So a lot of this stuff was already performed before I got the car. So they changed the oil, installed this stupid brake light thing. They replaced the filters, wiper blades, all that stuff. They even replaced my valve cover gasket, which ended up becoming an issue because I had to re-replace it because as soon as I bought the car, it was having eccentric shaft sensor issues. So I had to replace the valve cover as well as the valve cover gasket all over again. Fortunately, the dealership was willing to pay for that since the car was kind of broken as soon as I bought it. They also changed some of the fluids, which I also happened to change when the car was down for maintenance. But yeah, so as soon as I got the car, I basically had to replace the eccentric shaft sensor. Most of my parts are purchased from FCP Euro, so I purchased this $300 kit, which came with everything I needed, including all the gaskets for the valve cover and spark plug tubes, etc. Replaced ignition coils, which probably didn't necessarily need to be replaced, but figured I'd do it anyway. They were reasonably priced, $110 for 6 of them. Of course, replaced the water pump while I had the car down, so that was another $360. Drained everything, replaced whatever hoses I could, replaced the differential fluid as well as the differential drain and fill plugs. I replaced the transfer case fluid, replaced the manual transmission fluid as well, replaced the Vanos sprocket bolts that are known to shear off, a couple of the trim panels that are under the car, like the oil drain door, replaced that. So a lot of cheap fixes just to replace things that were missing on the car when I bought it. Bought a new tow hook cover because that was missing on my bumper. The driver's side cup holder was broken and wasn't springing out properly, so I replaced that. All new spark plugs, new oil filler cap. Again, a brand new OEM valve cover. The original valve cover that they replaced when they did the gasket job before I purchased the car, they used some cheapo AutoZone Dorman brand valve cover that was leaking basically immediately. So when I replaced it the first time, the OEM gaskets did not sit they did not sit properly with it, so ended up just replacing it with a genuine BMW valve cover. Ended up having to get a new windshield because when I bought the car there was a small crack, and just as the temperatures dropped since I bought it in October, come December the whole crack expanded throughout the width of the windshield, so I ended up having to replace that. I replaced the Vanos solenoid, which I did not necessarily need to because I found out that I plugged in the wrong harness to the wrong Vanos. Those are easy to mix up, but I ended up replacing one of them anyway, and it's fine. I ended up having to get a brand new tire, which I was on the winter tires that the car came with, so I ended up replacing one of those because I got a puncture that was too close to the sidewall and couldn't be repaired. And then I bought summer tires some Continental Extreme Sport 2s. I got those for the summer rails that I'm running, which is my double spoke 1 wheels from my E36 M3. Also got a used tire pressure monitor RDC module off of a junkyard car because my sensors were kind of being finicky. And then an oil change. So did my first oil change. I'm coming up due for an oil change again. Coming up soon, and then I had to replace the trim piece that goes around the rear view mirror as well, because when I had my windshield replaced, they ended up breaking the old trim piece. But yeah, bled my brakes as well as my clutch, and then deleted the clutch delay valve, which that was free. But yeah, so just basic maintenance is all I've done in this year of ownership. I will be replacing the oil filter gasket pretty soon. Hopefully it lasts, all winter, and so I don't have to do it in the cold. But I have that. I have those parts ready to go. I'm ready to do it when it needs to be done. Definitely looks like I spent a lot of money during my first year of ownership, but again, this is just kind of typical maintenance that you get with a higher mileage BMW car, or any European car for that matter. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys a quick breakdown for my first year of ownership. So thanks for watching. Peace.